everyone, this is Mark1K1 with my Guild Wars video. Sorry this one's so late. Anyway, yeah, today I'm going to be talking about the Gem Store, which is a new feature to the Guild Wars series, and a pretty good one. You'll get to see basically all the items that are currently in there, how much they cost, that stuff. I'll just briefly go over each one, so let's start with style. Okay, so the style section is obviously going to be vanity gear and such things, so let's just have a quick look at each of the separate armour, and also Guild Wars, well, their answer to transmogrification from WoW. Okay, so the first item is the Carnival Ringmaster's hat, which, well, is a Carnival Ringmaster's hat. There's not much to say on that one. Costs 200 gems, I don't see why you'd really care, but then I suppose to each is his own. If you want that, then there we go. You can get a Carnival Ringmaster's hat. Joy. The next item is the Cook's outfit, which says, get cooking with this 5-piece outfit. Hat, shirt, trousers, boots and gloves. Cannot be worn in combat, apparently, only in towns, which I suppose makes sense. You wouldn't really want to be dressed as a cook in a big fight, I suppose. Oh well. I'm sure there might be someone out there who will be upset about that, but oh well. Too bad for them, I suppose. Next on the list is the Pirate's outfit, which, again, can't be worn in combat. However, this one's kind of cool because it comes with its own set of skills. I assume they're going to be jokey kind of ones. And yet again, it comes with like the hat, the shirt, the trousers, the boots, the gloves, and a toy sword, which, okay, the other one didn't get, but not really fair. They should have gotten like a spatula or something, seeing as they were a cook, I suppose, or something along those lines. And last is the Scholar's outfit, which is the worst of the bunch. Only comes with shirt and trousers, and that's it. And can't be worn in combat. Okay, so this is I decided to leave this item till last. This is the Transmutation Stone, which is basically like transmogrification from World of Warcraft. You just take the appearance of one weapon and give it to your current weapon. You know, pretty simple concept. It's good that they've added this in, especially for the price that it is, and you know, I'll definitely be doing that if I find something I want to use. And the next one is the Fine Transmutation Stone, which is for anything anything at level 80. So once you hit 80 and you find gear for 80, then you know you're going to need to buy Fine Transmutation Stones, which isn't really a problem, honestly. Again, it's not that much more. It's what is that? 75 gems more for 5 fine transmutation stones. So that's not really a problem, is it? Okay, the next part is the consumable section, which has the dye pack, magic plant food, and mystic key in it. Okay, so the first in the list is the dye pack. It says each dye box contains 3 random dyes, 2 common and 1 uncommon. Once a dye has been unlocked on a character, it can be used as many times as you like to colour armour and town clothes. Collect them all. Okay, so something important to note here is that your armour can be dyed any of the preset colours from character creation. So, and that's whenever you want, wherever you are, whenever you want to do that, you can do that with your armour. The dye packs, I think, just add a few more colours, basically. I think most of the colours you get initially are kind of base, you know, like simple base colours like a normal red, a normal blue, all that stuff. But there is still quite a lot of options without the dye packs if you can't be bothered with that. I can't really say much on the magic plant food because I don't really know what it is. I assume it's something to do with dyes, as the description says, grows a colourful seed into a dye plant instantly. So there's going to be something about that, obviously, the dye plants and all that kind of guff. I didn't experience anything like that in the beta. I don't even know if it was in there yet. So, yeah, can't say much on that yet. So the next one is the Mystic Key, and the description is, this key will unlock 1 Mystic Chest. Mystic Chests can be found randomly on enemies or in hidden places in the world. Now, I did actually find one of these in the beta, and I was kind of miffed that I had to buy a key for it, which is kind of annoying, because, you know, I want some epic loot saws, and you know, having to trade in my gold for gems or buy gems to get that is a bit annoying. But oh well, I don't know if there'll be more conventional means of getting these keys. We'll see, I suppose. But yeah, that's the Mystic Key. Now onto the support tab, which, well, quite obviously has items that support you throughout the game. Nothing you could do, you know, it's nothing that you couldn't do without, but it's mighty helpful, a lot of this stuff. So yeah, let's get onto that. Okay, so the description for the Asoran Bank portal reads, each portal allows you to access your bank from anywhere once. So you can get quite a few of these for quite a moderate price, and I can imagine, yeah, that would be pretty helpful, especially if you're decked out with stuff in your inventory and you really either need to get rid of something or store something you want for later. So yeah, that's good. The Instant Repair Canister, which reads, each canister fully repairs your items without the need of a repair merchant. This item cannot be used while in a dungeon. Okay, well, I can instantly say, yeah, these are going to be really helpful because it's kind of a chore to go and repair your stuff again, and it gets a little frustrating. I found in the beta that, yeah, I was getting injured enough to have to go back quite a bit. It's not a problem realistically, as long as you don't die too much, then you should be alright. The Perfect Salvage Kit, right, this one reads, the kit is guaranteed to remove upgrades from any sort of armour, weapons or trinket and give the best chance of quality material returns. So anyone who's played Guild Wars 1 will know how essential these will be for, well, getting that kind of stuff, upgrades and materials, basically. And they're fairly cheap. This one kind of goes along with the Asoran Bank portal where you might need it, but it's definitely not going to cost you too much if you do. So that's nice of them. And finally, the last item for the support section is the Resurrection Orb, which revives your character from death slowly. This item cannot be used in World vs World or PvP, and understandably, of course. This will be handy. If you're planning on doing a lot of the events, or just in general travelling around, especially on your own, you're definitely going to want to get one of these, and they are quite pricey for one, but understandably so. You know, resurrecting isn't that bad. That is at like a grave spot or whatever, or running back to where you were. It's not awful. It really isn't as bad as something like WoW, where you're generally quite far away. There's always quite a close place to spawn at. And it's mostly waypoints, which are close to bases and things like that, so, you know, not too bad. Okay, so next is the Account tab, which has unlocking bag slots and bank tabs. That's it at the moment, but I imagine they'll be adding more to that. Maybe even character slots. Maybe not, though. We'll see. Anyway, let's get on to the items. Okay, so the unlock bag slot, which costs 400 gems, moderately pricey. This one is kind of debatable whether people will like it or not, because, well, I imagine they want to be able to, you know, get extra bags without having to pay the gems for it. But then it says bag slot, not actual, you know, bag space, so I don't know, we'll see about that really, but the description is, add an extra bag slot to your inventory. Each character can have up to 7 bag slots. So I assume, like it says, it just unlocks a bag slot, whereas you might have, I don't know, 5 free or something. Who knows? As far as I could see on Guild Wars when I was playing the beta, I think I had about 5 bag slots. I'm not really sure, but it is kind of an issue running out of bag space, so I don't know about that one. We'll see what happens. Unlock bank tab. Okay, this one says add additional storage to your bank, 30 slots. Any character on your account can access the storage in your bank. You can have up to 8 bank tabs on your account. That's pretty decent. I mean, that kind of that takes out the whole having to swap between alts and all that boring rubbish. As far as I can tell, this isn't really going to be a bad thing. I imagine you get quite a lot of bank slots anyway, so yeah, really optional, but really handy, obviously. Okay, now on to the boost section, which is probably one of the most interesting when it comes to the gem store. So let's dive straight into that. So the first item is the crafting boost. Improves your chance to score bonus experience from crafting items by 50% for 1 hour. Now, I can see that being pretty handy when it comes to crafting, of course. I don't really know how much you get, how much XP you get from crafting. I can't imagine it's too much, but I suppose this would be handy if you are planning on doing a lot of crafting and you're not a very high level, or at least the highest level. Next is the experience boost, which gives you a gain of an additional 50% experience from kills for 1 hour. Very handy, really, if you're really concerned about your leveling, and trust me, you level quite quick. You barely notice it really because of, you know, you're kind of enjoying a lot of the events and all that stuff. But yeah, that'll be handy for some people, and it's not heavily expensive. The Karma boost. Gain an additional 50% Karma each time you earn Karma for 1 hour. Yeah, that's really handy, and you'll be able to buy quite a lot of stuff with that. Not much to say on it really, other than, yeah, that one's, well, dirt cheap really, so I'd hope the Karma items cost a lot of money, otherwise they're going to be really easy to get, a lot of them. And probably the most interesting of all of these is the kill streak experience boost, which says gain an additional 100% experience from kills for 30 seconds. Time remaining is reset with each kill. How long can you keep it going? Now that's pretty awesome, because I don't know, if people just want to do that, like, oh yeah, I got so and so amount of kills every 30 seconds. It's just kind of nice, and you get quite a lot of experience for it, so it's something to do while, well, maybe while not questing or doing the events, I suppose. Okay, and last in the list is the Magic Find boost, which improves your chances of finding rare items by 50% for 1 hour. Basically what it says on the tin. I don't have much to say on this one, to be honest, other than I hope those rare items aren't, well, better for players, really. I don't know. We'll see about that, I suppose. Okay, and now the last section in the gem store, which is minis, and I think this constitutes as pets as well, but from what I can see of the minis pack, it's kind of like a little model, I guess, of characters and monsters from the world, as you'll see in the description for the minis pack when it comes up. Yeah, you get 3 randomly selected minis. You get 2 common and 1 uncommon, similar to the, I think that was the die pack that's similar to. And yeah, it just adds to a collection. Tiny models of your favourite monsters and characters from the world of Tyria. Okay. I don't really know what this constitutes of the game too much, but just extra stuff, I suppose. Okay, and one of the last few sections is the trade gold for gems and trade gold for, and trade gems for gold sections. This one, as you can see, you just, obviously, you trade in your gold and all that stuff, and it will give you an amount of gems that it's worth. And as you can see from recent gem sales, the price per 100 gems will fluctuate depending on how many people are buying and at what times and such like that. So when I was, playing at that time, 13 silver was 100 gems, and that's a pretty good trade-off, especially considering the prices of most of the stuff in the store. Now I'm not sure if they will, go up when the actual game releases. I don't know. But yeah, it's a pretty good system, because the prices fluctuate and they don't just stay static, meaning, they could be pretty badly abused, the gem system, if the prices stayed static, and it's very much the same for the gold. It fluctuates, all that kind of stuff. So, great system they've added in there. Quite a nice touch, considering the, well, not broken, but just not very nice microtransactions you see in a lot of other MMOs that are free to play. And that's basically it, really. As you can see, there's kind of a auction and stuff, and you can sell your stuff pretty easily and things like that, and you have a list, and you get a little thing, your trade profit, all that stuff. You don't really need me to explain those, because they're pretty self-explanatory, and I'll just say they work pretty well. So that's basically it for the gem store, so I'll see you next time.